Bahamas now has daily cruise service to Palm Beach, Florida. The teachers union standing up for its members, and the police recognizing top officers.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news, when it comes to Grand Bahamas tourism industry, Florida is considered a lucrative market, and the opportunities for business from that area have just increased as another cruise line has commenced service from that state. Paradise Cruise Lines has introduced a second ship, and now Grand Bahama can boast of daily service from the port of Palm Beach. Italia Hall has the story.
Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line newest vessel, the MV Grand Classica, features an upgraded passenger experience, a number of dining options, casinos, and live entertainment. The vessel has a total of 10 passenger decks, a guest capacity of 1,680, and 658 staterooms. Government officials, travel agents, tour operators, taxi drivers, and the media were all invited on board the ship for a tour and reception. Director of the Ministry of Tourism Grand Bahama, Karen Seymour, says now that the MV Grand Classica has joined the Grand Celebration, they can promote daily departures to West Palm Beach, Florida.
The increase in visitor arrivals will positively impact local transportation providers and stimulate the need for entrepreneurs to expand the number of unique tourist attractions and vacation experiences that will differentiate Grand Bahama from the competing destinations in the region. Additionally, in accordance with our agreement with our partners at Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line, the opportunities for Bahamian citizens with an interest in joining the fast-growing global cruise tourism sector and desire a maritime career will be actively encouraged and cultivated.
CEO of Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line, O'Neill Kosha, says the ship has a total of 600 crew members.
We have recruited a lot of people from Freeport. Some of them stay, some of them choose not to continue, but it is our endeavor, and we make best efforts to provide employment and opportunities. It was a tremendous task to get the ship ready for this cruise. She came all the way from Indian Ocean, was out at sea for 45 days, arrived in Freeport on the 9th, and we carried passengers on the 13th.
Acting Prime Minister K. Peter Turnquist bringing brief remarks. He's calling the inaugural voyage a grand occasion for Grand Bahama.
This company has been a partner in Grand Bahama for many years, and they have delivered quality guests, quality experiences, and entrepreneurial opportunities for many here on this island. This particular product is not focused on the hotel, trying to make a hotel profitable. They are focused on providing experiences for their guests. And I think that is a world of difference. We as residents, we as employers and employees on Grand Bahama will benefit from that.
All invited guests were taken on a tour of the ship and were treated to lunch in one of the vessel's dining areas. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.
Minister of State for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, are part of the government's delegation attending the Commonwealth Business Forum in London. Minister Thompson threw a press statement noting that the revitalization of the Grand Bahama economy tops his agenda. Thompson noting that he was able to meet with various government and business leaders about investing in Grand Bahama, particularly in the technology field. He says the Bahamas delegation also participated yesterday in an invitation-only roundtable discussing developing the digital economy. According to Minister Thompson, they discussed what the Bahamas and Grand Bahama can do to increase growth of the digital economy and how the Bahamas can create the essential conditions necessary for tech startup businesses to emerge and to grow. Minister Thompson says he also met with some tech companies with a view of encouraging investment in Grand Bahama. In other news, the Bahamas Union of Teachers continues to lobby to the Ministry of Education for payment of outstanding funds owed to teachers. We get an update now from Shashina Roll-Farquharson.
Area Vice President of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Quentin LaRota, says some teachers are still owed $1,000 based on their last industrial agreement. He adds that he has been in communication with the Director of Education as well as other officials about this issue.
Some were paid in October, in September, and last month we had 23 teachers who were owed paid, and I anticipate that every month that will continue. There was a matter at Treasury and how the workers are being classified with respect to their reemployment. That has caused a glitch for some of our members. Those matters are being addressed, and so I'm pretty confident that all of the people who are owed $1,000 will be paid.
But he says not just the Ministry of Education is looking into this matter.
You look at the public service and then the Public Service Commission as well, Ministry of Finance involved, and some in Treasury. And so sometimes the matter become more complex because all these ministries are involved. Our job as a union is to work at it every day, push to get it done, engage the various ministries to secure that our members get the benefits that they're entitled to. And so that has been my work ethic all along, and I'm continuing along those veins.
The good news, he says, is the fact that the Bahamas Union of Teachers in Grand Bahama has an awesome working relationship with the Ministry of Education.
There's an open door policy. I've never been denied access to a meeting with anybody or access to a school. The shop stewards, I think, do an excellent job in communications with the administrators. The majority of the administrators here are cognizant of the union, are cognizant of union rights, and are receptive to the exchange and interaction with the union personnel. And so we don't have some of those issues that may be articulated in some other places.
Shashina Wolf-Arkeson, ZNS Network News.
The Royal Bahamas Police Force honoring a group of officers who have gone above and beyond the call of duty for the first quarter of 2018. A special ceremony was held at police headquarters this morning. Sabrina Brown was there.
Police officers from the various divisions on Grand Bahama and Bimini were honored for their hard work and contributions to the overall reduction in crime in the Northern Bahamas. Assistant Commissioner Samuel Butler praised the efforts of the dedicated officers.
We wanted to not just quietly among the senior ranks celebrate good success, but we wanted to look at the rank and file to determine who are those persons who caught the vision, who's actually running with the vision, and the persons who have demonstrated certainly a sense of purpose.
Officer in charge of the Eastern Division, Chief Superintendent Wendell Smith, encouraged the officers to continue to serve with pride and commitment.
Always keep your head up. Let them aspire to greater. But you continue to do even more than you did this quarter. Aspire next quarter to do even more. And so the bar will be made that much higher for them to get over.
WPC Samantha Wilson of the West End Division, Detective Sergeant Kendall Smith of the Drug Enforcement Unit, and the first female police cyclist, WPC Shanrika Bain-Pierre of the Traffic Division, were honored to be recognized for the work that they do.
I put on my uniform every day, and I go down to the West End Division, not just to arrest persons or distribute fixed penalty notice, as the public may know as tickets, but to work hand in hand with the people in the Western community.
It goes to show that your work in the community, not only as enforcement, but also as community outreach programs, are being recognized and being noticed within the organization.
Day in, day out, I come to work prepared to serve my country and the people.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Tonight, as we continue our series Inside the Force, we focus on the role of one department that is often overlooked in the fight against crime. Kimberly Mullings takes us inside the Police Finance Unit.
I am responsible for collecting revenue, and that is from the character certificate area also traffic references and firearm certificates.
The Financial Services Office in Grand Bahama is an extension of the head office in the nation's capital. The team of officers are responsible for purchasing, maintenance, and payments of all bills incurred during each budget year, which runs from July 1st to June 30th annually. Superintendent of Police Sherry Amelie, officer in charge of the Grand Bahama office, shares some of their duties.
Licensing the police vehicles, the payment for the licensing, as well as purchasing parts for vehicles. You know, you have the vehicles out there 24/7. We have to purchase tires and parts to keep them running.
Once item numbers and funds are released to us, we make purchases. So all fuel, police uniform, police vehicle parts, we are responsible for purchasing.
She says every facet of policing has some financial implication or the other, and the department is there to meet all of those needs.
The building that you're in right now, we have to maintain it by keeping it clean, and we have to pay those persons who come in to clean the building. We have to purchase office supplies to respond to many requests made by the wider community. We also maintain our outstations. That's also government-owned. As simple as the flag flying, we have to purchase those flags, make sure those government buildings are properly represented.
Superintendent Amelie is overly committed to operating in accountability for all funds throughout the budget year.
We have to ensure that we would have satisfied all of the commitments we have made throughout the financial year. You know, it's never enough, but we have to work with what we have.
Each month I prepare payment vouchers for vendors as it relates to prisoner meals. Also, I assist with the initiation of the force group insurance for officers. I also do reconciliation of accounts.
While their primary focus may be on finances in their department, they are still officers at the end of the day.
So I can sit to my desk today and write a purchase order to purchase a supply, and tomorrow you may see me on the road writing a ticket to somebody who would have been breaking the traffic laws. So we are operational as well as administration, and we aim to serve.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition continues in just a moment.